Seriously, they did overtake. How? Wow. Mary and Erica are so close. Byleth. Okay, we're gonna open this up and take a look at it. So, this is interesting. How is that even possible? In the interim, Marth was, I mean, unless they really did just do it for day one. They did for day one, and okay, well, Erica is significantly higher. But I mean, they're still getting it, but it's like Gatekeeper took first place, and this is just ridiculous. I think it might have something to do with the fact that they took away the ability to just vote online, and so that might have been what caused this, because it made it a little bit easier to basically what I mean by that is they took away the ability to simply vote. Dang, Marianne jumped from third place. Marianne jumped from third place. They took away to vote without requiring you to be logged in. So that limited the number of votes that each character got. Okay, Crom. Okay, Byleth is in third and fourth place. Bernadetta, Felix, Corin, Yuri, Hilda. Pretty similar to what we had before. Robin. Both Robins are at 7. Henriette's already getting her version, so that's pretty cool. Dedu, Ash, Azura, Salif, and Tharja. That's how it is. And these are 600. This is just completely wrong. Those are just completely wrong. Because this goes way more than that. Gatekeeper, Marth. Did everyone just jump on Gatekeeper after the interim results? Dang, Erica was in 5th place overall. Crom was actually 3rd place overall. Erica was in 5th place overall. The males dominated this time. Crom is even higher than Marianne. I think because everyone was voting for Gatekeeper, basically. But still, Erica was a pretty good distance ahead of Byleth. Byleth. Both Byleths are back-to-back. Bernadetta, Felix, Yuri, Corin, Robin. Oh. Female Robin's a lot lower. Dedu, Hilda, Ash, Salif, Soren, Robin, Henriette, Sylvain, Azura, Tharja, Dorothea, Rhea, Itsuki, yeah, a lot of the same ones we saw before. Alphonse, Plumeria, Lute. Why is Lute so high? Sigurd's probably going to be getting a legendary this year, I think. Tiki, Constance, Nino. Again, very similar to what we saw during the interim results. Ingrid, Takumi, Mia, Sothis, Black Knight, Saros. Also, Hoppy's not too bad either. Hoppy's another one of the DLC characters. So she's at 38. I don't think she's in the top 20 either, even, but she's still pretty close to the top 20. There's Caspar. Freja is up here too. Subasa, Annette. Where is Ferdinand, Zelgius, Fjorm, Leaf? Leaf's getting his first ult. Leaf. Oh. TMS Tiki is at 64. That's actually pretty high. And Mako's pretty high too. 69. Charlotte still has not gotten her default version yet. Shamir, Ayla, okay. Tuma. Oh wow, Tuma's actually pretty high too. 78. A lot of the TMS characters are actually decently high. Toma, Yashiro. Bruno again. Both is at 86. All 4 of the DLC characters are in the top 100. Sonya. I would like to see Sonya as a GHB. Volk is not in the game yet, actually. So there's the top 100. Peleus and Manuela. So I'm not gonna go through the whole thing because that's just way too much to go through. But well, that's why I go through the top, basically this first page essentially. Here's Gustav. He's getting his first entry as well. He's just outside the top 100. Athos, too. Decent amount of characters who are not in yet. Lucia. Ignatz. I just bought... Yeah, Ignatz isn't in it either. Owain is in. Dwyer is not in either. Sane isn't in. Reagan doesn't seem to be that popular, actually. She's not in the top 100 at all. Maybe it's because we barely have her yet. Maybe that's why. Tatiana. There we go. And Stefan. Dang, Stefan's for an obscure character like Stefan, he's actually done pretty good. Abyss Keeper's at 124? Okay, he's not as low as I thought he'd be. I mean, everyone mean Gatekeeper, but Abyss Keeper's still in the top 200. I was thinking he'd be pretty low, but that's okay. I mean, I guess. We don't have base Inigo, his base version. We do have a version of Inigo, but not base Inigo. Yadun. I mean, Limstella's not in yet either. Geralt. Joshua is getting his refined finally. I don't think he has an alt, does he? Yuritsa. Rodrigue. Muriel's not in it either. Tormod. Edward. It was nice to get some Dawn Brigade in here. Flame's already in. Marcia, Fear. Scarlet. Guy. Aranis? I'm not sure who Aranis is. Wait, Genio did the Holy War. Oh, is that your the first gen Pegasus Knight? That might be her. Mozu. Teeny. Flame Emperor. Why is the Flame Emperor this high? Azel's actually not in yet. Mobilis is the one fairy who does not have an alt. Cornelia. Oh, she's the one of the antagonists. Priam. Bridget. Yeah, Bridget has a pirate version, which I mean she is a pirate, but she doesn't technically have her base version, and she doesn't have her weapon yet either. Thracier just technically got an ult. Astrid! I do want to see Astrid. Elnor's already in with Virion. Okay. Yeah, Maria has 2 versions already. Ileana's decent. I mean, it's higher than I expected because she's already got 2 versions. Seth could use an ult. He desperately needs something. He's pretty bad. Arthur. Yeah, I mean, he's not yet in yet either. He's generally the preferred character to get, I think Arthur's generally the preferred character to get Forsetti. But, what are the other options? I forget who they are, but Arthur's generally the preferred character to get for... No. That's not... It's usually said, of course. It's usually said, but Arthur is the secondary preference. But if they did add Arthur, they wouldn't give him Forsetti because... you can't guarantee that which one would get Forsetti. They'll only give it to Sed, I think. They only give it to Sed if they base Sed on Thrasher 776. Yeah, I forget Gillian's not even in yet. That's kind of weird. Frere. I mean, he's going to get one. Probably a Frere's probably gonna get a Mythic Hero sign this year, I think. Anankos, what I was thinking of the other day. Anankos is not in. Is not in yet. I'm certain he's gonna get something. So yeah, that's interesting. Mitama is that's Azama's daughter, I believe. Gaius, Fafnir, he's the new antagonist. More than likely he's become a mythic hero later on. Gonzalez, Patty. Yeah, Patty's the thief. Falug, if Falug would work on a Dawn Brigade banner. Lucas is already in. Chris Mail's already got an ult. Gregor is actually not in yet. Latches actually Latches did way better, I would expect. I think next year I'll probably just vote straight Latches. I really want Master Knight Latches. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I want Master Knight Latches. Raphael did just get one recently. Har is pretty bad. Lucius, yeah, okay, he's pretty bad too. He's only a staff. Kath is that's just a hard to recruit thief in Buying Blade. Jill's actually really good. She's like one of the best flying axes in the game. Lex would be nice to get on a Gen 1 genealogy banner alongside a Zell. Cavalry axe, cavalry mage, that'd be pretty nice. Vika's the end of this. Said Asher is more likely to become a mythic. Barry is in the top 200. Oh, they're all tied at 200. 458. Okay. Barry, Amelia, and Vika. So that is the top 200 in this current batch of Fire Emblem Heroes. So that's interesting. I cannot believe that gatekeeper. And again, I think the only thing that's possible is that what happened is there's less votes overall because you can't just go in and vote. So it's probably the case that because people need to have an account to vote in, that limited the pool and made it easier to push them up. But dang, that gatekeeper pushed really far ahead of Marth. The only thing I think is maybe that doesn't seem realistic unless if maybe people jumped off Marth and Erica and they saw them doing so well, or maybe they really did just take the results in like the first day or two. I'm not sure, but that is just weird. But still, Erica's getting a brave version. I really wish she was getting a. The thing is though that oftentimes, the only sucky thing is, okay, gatekeepers get okay. Let's look at the thing over this. Marth is probably best candidate is getting a sword. Gatekeeper's almost guaranteed getting a lance. Marianne, I think, will be a flying tome. She can be any color. So she's primarily a healer, so she could be a staff. She could also be a sword if they give Marth something else, but I think they'll give Marth a version of Falchion. It just makes more sense. But that leaves Erica with something else. What could she get? I don't think she can get. She'll get a lance. She would probably stay with a sword normally, but I'm honestly leaning on. So her before she got a version of she got an alt that gave her the weapon from the tome from Grotto, which was I forget what it's called, but she's a red cavalry tome. She has Grotto's Sacred Twin, the Dark Tome, and we also got Ephraim had Garm. So one of my thought processes, maybe Marianne will be like a green tome, Gatekeeper will be of course a lance, and Marth will be a sword. So that's maybe I'm leaning that, and maybe Erica can get the last Sacred Twin, Latana, which is not in the game yet. Her being a staff is not unprecedented, but it'd be odd for it to be her main form. But I don't know. It's so interesting. But maybe she could be a cavalry staff, and be given, like, she could take after her mother perhaps, and get a become a cavalry staff with Latana. We won't know where her mother was. We never actually saw her, but they could just make stuff up to represent her mother. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but the only other option, of course, is that Marianne just ends up being a staff. It would make more sense normally, but Marianne can also be a tome. She can get a green tome, and Erica can be a staff. So it's just confusing, because I don't think Marth will get anything other than a sword. I really don't think he will. Erica has a few options they could vary her with. So that's my best guess here, but we'll see what happens when it comes. Okay,